Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and this is my first replay analysis for a long time. So before I start this video, there's a couple of things you need to know. This game was 4.9k average MMR, and I was 4.7k in this particular game. As many of you guys know, since I spent a lot of time doing not only YouTube videos, but the extended ones with Pugna, I haven't had a lot of time to play Dota. Also, this video was played on US East, and as many of you know, I'm from Brazil, which means my ping was around 150 ms. Anyway, before I talk about the peaks, I want to tell you guys, this is a perfect example of a game where I could have easily lost if I tilted. At the beginning of the game, I told my teammates that I was going to support, but I was not going to pick early, and then while I went to the kitchen to get some water, we already had a Pudge that said ROM and a Coddle. So I was like, okay Pudge, can you please offlane? I think I forgot to mention, but I've been playing almost exclusively support, because with the high MS, it's very hard for me to play core heroes. The Pudge didn't answer, Orange picked safe lane Pugna, and I decided to pick something that helped us push, could play support and had a disengage spell since the dire heroes were very single target focused. And in the end, Pudge refused to go to the offlane, even after I bought my support items, and by that time Lifestealer was flaming us in all chat, and I was almost sure this game was lost. I missed my block, I died to the Lifestealer at level 1, but well, what can you do, right? So my offlane Dazzle build this game was mainly focused on stacking up physical damage, since Lifestealer and CM have very shitty base armor, and I got Grave very late at level 6. Also, I wanted to focus on move speed to avoid dying to the big amount of lows they had, so I went Face and Windlace, and the extra move speed allowed me to kite the dire heroes. The game wasn't going very well. Even when I decided to rotate bottom, I couldn't find any kill. And in the mid lane as well, so I just went back to the off lane. And the only real positive until this point was that I had a decent amount of last hits. Finally, we get a good engagement. With the Viper dive in our tier 2, we got 2 kills.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This game had to be won very early, because if we gave space for the Beastmaster to farm, we would lose map control, and well, Pugna just gets way weaker in the mid to late game, so what we needed to do was secure towers and avoid losing our one as much as possible. So I get back to defend, and with my Blightstone I try to solo kill the Lifestealer, and I almost did it. I actually graved too early, and then I gave him the chance to use his ult. I wanted to snipe him with the heal, but my turn rate didn't allow me to.
Dire's bottom tower is attacked. Dire's structure.
So I end up dying, and I actually pinged the shit out of that Pudge. I was really frustrated to have to play offlane, since it's for sure my worst role, but also I was forced to play offlane Dazzle, which is wonky at least. Anyways, besides all that, we get the tier 1 mid and things seem to be going okay for us. One of the reasons I maxed heal and poison instead of grave is that with our lineup we want to push more than we want to fight, so the big cooldown on grave wasn't that bad. Also, since I had tons of move speed and got way more farm than a regular Dazzle, it's not as if I had to stay so far back to actually participate in fights. One of the struggles this game was also dealing with the Trent. Not only we had to siege map control fast, but we had to do it against the Trent. I actually get pretty lucky and find the Viper farming his jungle with low HP, while my team killed the Lifestealer, which guarantees another T1 for us. And you might be wondering, why I got the Blightstone, but have a Glimmer Cape selected as my first item? Well, the cores from the Dire team are all single target damage focused, so by having Glimmer Cape I can make them waste 2 important ults and just kite them during teamfights. I don't need to deal damage and right click, and I think this is one of the traps that some players could have fallen if they were playing core Dazzle. And check this clip. Since Lifestealer is still very weak, we can control him and kill him pretty easily, even with his Q.
Attack. Radiant's middle tower is under Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant's
Another thing that worked on our favor is that their anti-push was very bad, and our pushing timing was just a little bit earlier than the Lifestealer's Mordigan to Echo Saber timing and the Necro Tree from the Beastmaster. And check this clip. I'm not afraid of going there to grave the Cottle, and with my physical damage I kill the Lifestealer again. And with the move speed advantage, I kite the Viper and we get even more kills. Then we go for another push, but unfortunately I barely reach the Pugna in time to grave him. But we do get the tier 2 tower. And check this other clip. By increasing the tempo of the game, even though we gave some kills, we made Dire have to react and they simply lost a lot of their progression. We easily take the Beastmaster without using any big spells.
Dire's bottom tower is under.
In my opinion, Shadow Poison is a very underrated spell. I understand that when you play support Dazzle, you need the heal and grave, but when you have the chance to get more experience with the hero, you should experiment with it. It's been buffed a lot, while the other skills like grave received a lot of nerfs. The next item I go for is the Lotus Orb. It can dispel a ton of different stuff from Dire, it gives me mana regen, armor, more mana, and it can reflect the Primal Roar and the Viper ult. So it's a very good item in this game. And check this clip. By making the Glimmer Cape, I force the already poor supports from the Dire to buy sentries, and when they do, I can easily cast Grave to allow the Cottle to run away. And when they are fighting without the supports, there's nothing they can do against my Glimmer Cape. We get the Roshan, and now we're clearly in a very good place.
Fallen to the radiant.
Unfortunately, I used Grave unnecessarily and let the Pugna die, so we have to disengage.
Safe word.
And with the sustain from our lineup and gold advantage from the towers, we slowly siege and win the game. And all of that with a very wonky lineup. A great part of we winning this game, in my opinion, was me actually trying to go out of my comfort zone and at least trying to play the offlane Dazzle, even though I was pretty tilted and mad at the Pudge. In the end, our wonky draft was a good way to deal with the single target damage and almost no wave clear from the Dire. Okay guys, this is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, check the Pugna link in the description. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to it. I'm making videos like this every day and I'm sure something here will spark your interest. And if you really like my channel, please check my Patreon rewards and see if any of them are of your liking. Bye.